Are you sleeping under there, dude?
Oh, no problem there.
This high performance shop right here, dude. Seems like everything's running like clockwork around here. Hey, so I'm running a little late today, but I want to check on my guys, and I want to show you something that got dropped off. So let's check it out. So I do crazy, weird things occasionally, and I used to have lighted palm trees, fake palm trees here, because I'm from Florida, and it was either pink flamingos on my lawn or palm trees. Well, the palm trees got all beat up, and so I got this crankshaft, and I'm gonna take this crankshaft and I'm gonna stick it up here where I used to have a palm tree. So now when you see me from the freeway, you're gonna see this big old crankshaft sticking out here. Anyway, I do crazy stuff. Checking on my guys, and I find somebody already sleeping here in the shop. Are you sleeping under there, dude?
Trying
to. What was the matter with it?
When you switched to this tank, it would die.
Oh, this is a dual tank?
Yeah.
What, you got a bad delivery pump?
There was varnished hoses, they were all squishy, so.
Oh, really? On a 30-year-old motorhome?
Yeah.
No way, unbelievable. Well, you're a genius, dude. I'm glad to see you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, I like to go around in the morning. Hey, you know, we did a video the other day about dropping bolts in motors. Look how we keep from dropping bolts in motors. You see that? I think we're doing a billet oil cooler on this. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. My guys learned a long time ago, if you got an open hole on a motor, put some blue tape on it. Let's go see what Jason's doing. Is this thing, let's see. I don't know what we're doing there, but it don't look pretty. Hey, my two favorite guys.
Hey.
What are we doing?
Making a spacer.
For what?
The 210.
Oh, for your,
Yeah.
the tranny?
Using this computer.
Custom work. It can drive you crazy. Jason?
Whenever we figure it out.
Jason, you got everything apart back here. I don't even know how you deal with it, bro.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's like, I know this is a jigsaw puzzle to you that you know, but holy camoly. This is that Audi motor.
Feels good right there, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no problem there. And then this is busted.
Well,
and
yeah.
that's missing. So I have to take the whole thing apart and replace all the stuff that, I gotta put that on there too.
Well, that's what happens when we get these used engines that pulled out of junkyard. That's why I don't like to use them. This is the one that he brought us in a box, right? Customers?
In a couple boxes.
Customers, we love you, but Jason, say this with me. Hey, quit tearing your stuff apart and then bringing it to us in a coffee can and boxes. It is not going to be cheaper for you.
Quit with the buckets.
Quit with the buckets, man.
And Ziploc bags, they don't work.
Are we going to sim test this thing before we?
No,
I mean, it's not
the guy won't buy a sim test.
Oh, here's another one. I usually, if I do a used engine, I want to do a sim test. And you guys know what my sim test machine is. I can wet bench this engine and run it up, and I can pull the plugs out of it and do a running compression test on it, check the oil pressure, and at least listen to it. This customer, to save money, this is a fantasy, but save money, they don't want to do that. They just want to go ahead and risk it. We're going to put that used engine in there. And because they're doing that, I make them pay the bill 100% up front, because I do not want anybody waffling or complaining or anything like that when I get this motor in, because it's a used motor and it has no labor warranty. Meaning if I put this motor in and it's got any problem with it, there's no labor warranty. Shop owners out there and customers, you know, make it clear to your customer that, you know, you can't warranty something if you can't warranty it. And customers, do yourself a favor, spend a little additional money to make sure that you're not burning money, you know, spending good money after bad. And a used engine, let's be clear about this. What do I know about a used engine? Nothing. I don't know the history of it. I don't know the maintenance schedule of it. I don't know if the guy ever abused it. I know nothing. So it's the biggest risk. It's one thing to buy a used fender or a used headlight or a used bumper that's just a piece, it has no moving parts. It's a whole nother can of worms buying a used transmission and an engine that needs maintenance and service and has hundreds of moving parts in it. So be careful. Let's go see what else we got. So I work on a lot of stuff here. Everybody needs a good mechanic, and we want to help everybody out. But what did this be, like a 75 Pontiac Firebird? What year is this thing? Oh, baby, man, I'm loving this, dude. Oh, yeah, baby. This reminds me back in the day, I was 15, 16 years old. This would have been the Babe Magnet back in at my North Miami Beach Senior High, my high school. Oh yeah, this would have been it, man. I could have maybe got a date to the prom if I'd had a car like this. Okay, let's go see what else we got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6.0 Power Stroke. This is top 10 motors I get into. Let me show you here real quick the difference, the problem with the 6.0 that's famous. And I'll point it out here. Here's a head bolt hole, here's a head bolt hole, here's a head bolt hole, here's a head bolt hole. The 7.3, which was the first Power Stroke, they had 5 bolt holes around each cylinder. On these, they only have 4, and this head will lift. So the fix is, in my shop, is ARP head studs, a good valve job, and we like to upsell an O-ring on the cylinder heads, that stainless steel wire that we put in there. And that's a pretty good deal. We also like to do an external oil cooler. Bulletproof makes an aftermarket oil cooler that we like. It'll cool the oil up front here with air. And your air is always going to be colder than your coolant because your coolant's at 220 degrees. Let's go see what else we got. Everybody, meet one of my favorite people in the shop. Everybody's my fave, but Braxton's just, this guy always got a smile for you. See? See what I'm talking about?
Working with Dave, he's always got to make it happy.
Oh, knock it off, dude.
Yeah.
He's the guy that keeps the shop running smoothly. He cleans things up. I can ask him to go fix this, go fix that, take care of this maintenance. Dude, do I tell you enough how much I appreciate that?
You do. You tell me plenty.
Well, I want to tell the whole world. A guy like that is so invaluable in a shop because if it wasn't for him, it would be me or one of my sons doing it. And so you help us out, dude. Thank you so much. You're just doing blocks here?
Yeah, I got one in the oven right now, and then we got to bake and blast this one.
Okay.
And then I got to get that one on a roll cart, one right behind you, so watch out behind you.
This is what we do here. Motors. Jesse's doing what he loves to do. I don't even have to ask him. He's making chips.
Always.
Joey,
every day.
Jesse likes to make chips.
I love to make chips.
And we're fixing some Waggler caps, aren't we?
Yeah, we're milling them down so that we can have clearance for our girdle on this Power Stroke over here.
Is this another 6.7? Another 6.7, we're doing like some gnarly work on it. So we're putting billet caps on this 6.7 Power Stroke with a girdle. It takes a little bit of work. This is not bolt-on stuff. This is all custom. What else you got, man? I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing today.
Just getting these finalized.
Cylinder heads?
Inspected these LS heads we got in.
What are we doing? I mean, is this anything particular? We doing new seats in and all that?
No, just like a refresh.
A fresh?
Refresh, cut valves, cut seats.
Okay.
Mill them.
No problems found?
No, all the guides were good.
A set of heads that we can just get through and be done with, huh?
Yeah, I don't have to wait on any parts. The only thing I would need is seals, which we honestly might even have some extras.
Yeah. Cool.
So it'll be a quick turnaround.
Cool. Joey, say hi.
Hi.
Used engine, sim tested it. We media blasted the intake valves because it was leaking out of the intake, and we used walnut shell. Did it miraculously fix it?
It did not.
So it needs, at the very least, a valve job.
The very least.
On this head? That head all came out good?
No.
So both heads. So we got this Audi in the back. Guy can't afford it, wanted to use engine. This is on that Nissan NV 2500 van or something like that?
3500.
3500 van. V8 Nissan engine. But this customer was very, very wise. We sold him the additional time to put it up here in our sim test machine. And we drop them motors in here and we spin them up and we can do a running compression test before we put it in the vehicle. And then have to call the customer and say, hey, Mr. Customer, you got a cylinder that's not functioning correctly. And we find out that we shouldn't have put the motor in. Perfect example, here it is. Avoided a disaster, dude.
Holy moly, this thing would have been a nightmare to have to pull out again.
Are you kidding me? Folks, I can't stress it enough. Find a shop you can trust the shop. until they give you a reason not to, I suppose. But I'm happy that I don't have to call the customer after they paid me all the money to put in a used engine that only had a 90-day part warranty, and I'm going, okay, who's paying the labor for me to redo this engine in and out? Because I make it clear to my customers, when I install a used engine or transmission, it does not come with a labor warranty. I'm not going to warranty something with my labor that I didn't manufacture, touch, or repair. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Hello. Hello. It's nice and toasty in here, man. What do you guys got the thermostat set at? 80? Look, ladies and gentlemen, swag. Everybody's been asking for it. Let's see how it looks. I like that. I'm taking that fishing. I'm headed fishing, guys. I'm leaving for a week. I'm going to Panama. I'm going to go catch me some Marlin. Everything good? Any nightmares or anything like that? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. Everybody's asking me about the Jaguar diesel. Too expensive. The guy did not want us to open that motor up, pull the valve cover off.
They're just going to do full engine teardown.
Oh, so okay. So he's bringing it back. Got to get the money.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, he'll make that deposit here soon.
Okay, cool. All right, well, okay. The Jaguar is coming back. Ah! I'm kidding. I'm happy to work on them. Like I said, their motors, they're a mystery to me. All right, Caden, buddy, what do you got going?
Preparing the motor to go back together.
You got these, look at you, you're prepping your mounts. And have you got them marked where you got to weld them and all that?
Got the other few little mounts and prepared, so we'll just have to lower it down.
Where's your engine going back in this thing?
I got it over there.
It's on a stand? Okay. Everybody, this is a motor we're doing for a guy. He had major rust, so we got some fabricated pieces here, and we're going to fix his frame mounts for his body mounts. Oh, Tyson. We're putting a different engine and tranny combination in this old Chevy. How many times you had this engine in and out of here, Tyson?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? Think you got her?
I think so.
Oh, I think you got it, dude. It looks pretty good in there.
A few more things I got to do, but leaf springs are broke here. That's messed up there.
Oh,
So,
well, this isn't really this a problem? Broken leaf springs?
We got to get into the.
This high performance shock right here, dude.
Going to try to run the fuel lines at least, and then so I kind of see where I'm going to run brake lines.
Yeah, everybody asks me, do we do custom work? I do, but I do it this way only. I'll do what you want me to do, but I charge you by the hour plus parts. I do not give an estimate for it. I can give you a ballpark, 20, 30, 40 grand, whatever it is, but I do not hold to that on custom work like this. If you're doing that as a shop, tell me how that's working out for you, because I could not figure that out. I just tell people, we'll keep track of our billable hours, we'll send you a digital report every week or 2 weeks, let you see where we're at, and we'll keep the bill current. And that's the kind of customers I work for. Warehouse. So you're just bleeding the cooling system?
Yeah, I vacuum bled it and it's looking good, but just making sure. Held pressure real good for 45 minutes.
What did we do to this?
Had a hole in the radiator, just right up top, a little pinhole starting to crack.
And did he overheat it?
No, he actually brought it to us straight away. He's a returning customer, was here about a year ago, did a lot of work.
Oh, okay. Kyle, everybody knows Kyle. Kyle, say hi.
Howdy.
So anytime I have a radiator that's been cracked without being an impact, what do you think, Kyle? Now you're gonna go into my brain here. Do the Vulcan mind weld with me now. What do you think I'm thinking that you should be checking?
I double checked for corrosion or debris buildup inside the,
Okay.
and also pressure, possible head gasket, stuff
Right,
like that.
that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so when you get this all done, I want you to put a pressure gauge back on it, and I want you to start up and make sure you're not building pressure.
Right, just double check it at the end.
Always double check. Okay, cool. Okay. And Dylan, let's see what Dylan's doing. What are you working on right now?
I just rebuilt the oil cooler, and then he brought me gaskets over, so I replaced the upper valve cover gaskets, and then
You're just prepping.
this, yeah, prepping.
Good for you, dude. It looks pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that, sold that as well.
Yeah, cool. Hey everybody, you see this? If you don't have a good light, you need to get one. And I wish some company out there would send me a bunch of good flashlights because I'd give them to all my guys. Because I'll tell you, a good flashlight, you need one if you're working on trucks and cars. Look at this air charge hose here. This thing's about ready to pop off, dude. Huh. And it was the heater hoses?
Heater pipe. So it's a coolant pipe that feeds the heater hose.
Okay. And you had, so cooling system not being maintained. Whoa, not cool, man. So you've been working on this thing.
But I got that stud out.
Yeah, it's good, man. Did I tell you how much I love your work, dude? I'm serious. Every time I come over and I look at your work, I'm like, you're on top of it all, man. I don't have a lot to teach you, it seems like. Seems like everything's running like clockwork around here. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully we'll get through this day and it'll be a good one. Thanks.